Welcome to Trending Today podcast. Everything you missed today in 15 minutes. This is a wild one, huh? Jay-Z and Diddy. I mean, these are huge names.
Yeah, absolutely massive. And these allegations, a 13-year-old girl at an MTV VMA's Afterparty back in 2000?
It's a lot to unpack, right? We're talking serious accusations here. Rape. And at such a high-profile event.
The VMA's Afterparty. I mean, can you imagine the kind of atmosphere at something like that?
Exactly. That's what makes this so disturbing. This isn't some back alley. We're talking about a party filled with presumably other celebrities, industry people.
Right. And the lawsuit claims others were present and did nothing?
Allegedly. We have to remember these are allegations. But still, it paints a grim picture.
Total. And for it to come out now, after all these years.
It makes you wonder, right? What triggered this? Why now? I mean, 2000. That's a long time ago.
It is. And it adds another layer of complexity to, trying to figure out what actually happened.
Definitely. Plus, you've got the amended lawsuit. Jay-Z wasn't in the original filing, was he?
No, this is a recent addition. He's being accused of participating in the assault, along with Diddy, taking turns, the lawsuit says. Just awful.
It's heavy stuff. And of course, both of them deny it vehemently.
Jay-Z called it a blackmail attempt, right? Even challenged the attorney to file criminal charges instead of civil.
Yeah. High stakes. A lot of back and forth. He's accusing the lawyer, Tony Busby, of trying to extort money. It's messy, to say the least.
Understatement of the century. And then the photos, right?
Oh, the photos! Don't even get me started on the photos. From the after party, suddenly surfacing now, adding fuel to the fire.
J-Lo and Diddy apparently arguing. At least that's how it looks in the pictures.
Right. People are reading into it, trying to connect the dots. But is there a direct link to the alleged assault? We don't know.
Not that's been established, no. But it's all circumstantial, isn't it? It adds to the intrigue, the speculation.
It absolutely does. And it makes it harder to separate fact from fiction, which is crucial here. We're talking about serious accusations. Lives and reputations are on the line. It's important to let the legal process play out.
100%. Innocent until proven guilty. We have to remember that. But it's a bombshell story, no doubt about it. And we're going to dig into every angle right here on Trending Today.
So this is a lot, right? Multiple accusers coming forward.
Yeah, and spanning several years, too, 2019 to 2022. That's not just one isolated incident.
And the details are disturbing. Drugged and raped? That's horrific.
Absolutely. And at his homes, hotels, places where presumably there'd be witnesses?
Potentially. It raises questions, right? How could this allegedly happen multiple times in supposedly private settings?
Exactly. And 3 separate lawsuits? It's a pattern, almost.
It's concerning, to say the least. We have to remember these are allegations, of course, but taken together, it's a troubling picture.
Totally. And, this isn't the first time Diddy's faced accusations like this, is it?
No, it isn't. There have been whispers, rumors for years, but nothing quite this direct, this explicit.
Right, and these lawsuits are detailed, specific locations, dates.
It adds a level of credibility, perhaps, or at least it makes them harder to dismiss.
For sure. And Diddy's response? He's denying everything, right?
Vehemently, calling the accusations false and defamatory. His lawyers saying they'll fight this vigorously.
So it's headed to court then? This is going to be a long, drawn-out process, I imagine.
So wow, this Diddy situation, it's escalating, isn't it? Escalating.
It's exploding, actually. 30 civil cases, and now federal sex trafficking charges? That's another level.
Right? I mean, we were talking about the previous allegations, the multiple accusers and the disturbing details of those cases, but this is huge.
Incarcerated in Brooklyn, awaiting trial. I mean, wow.
And on top of everything, the Jay-Z connection, that amended lawsuit, the accusations about the VMA's Afterparty.
Yeah, that 2000 case, a 13-year-old girl, it's hard to even process.
It is, and Tony Busby, the attorney, he's not backing down. He's going after both of them, Diddy and Jay-Z.
And they're both denying it, right? Vehemently. Full of lies, Diddy's lawyers are saying.
Well, yeah, they have to, don't they? I mean, at this stage, what else can they say? But with Diddy already incarcerated, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. Adds weight to the other accusations, It makes them harder to dismiss. Even if they are separate incidents spanning different years, it creates a narrative.
A very troubling narrative. And for Jay-Z, I mean, he's being dragged into this 2000 case again. It's a mess.
A colossal mess. And it's not going away anytime soon. This is going to be a legal battle for the ages. Multiple lawsuits, federal charges, high-profile figures. It's unprecedented almost.
So this whole situation, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, Jay-Z and Diddy accused of...
I know, right? Taking turns assaulting a 13-year-old girl at an MTV VMA's afterparty? It's mind-boggling.
And with other celebrities allegedly present and doing nothing,
It paints such a dark picture, doesn't it, of the industry, of power and complicity. It's chillin'.
totally chilling. And Jay-Z's response, calling it a blackmail attempt, accusing the lawyer of extortion. I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's a strong reaction. A desperate attempt to shake down a celebrity, his statement said, right?
Something like that. He's basically saying it's all lies, fabricated, a money grab.
And he even challenged Busby, the lawyer, to file criminal charges, didn't he, instead of civil? That's a bold move.
Very bold. It's like he's saying, I've got nothing to hide, put up or shut up, you know?
Yeah, I get that. But it's still a he said, she said situation, isn't it, at this point? We have these horrific allegations and a vehement denial.
Exactly. And it's tough because how do you even begin to untangle something like this? After all these years, memories fade, evidence gets lost.
It's a nightmare scenario for everyone involved, especially for the alleged victim. To come forward with something like this after so long, it must be incredibly difficult.
It must be. And to face this kind of public scrutiny, the accusations, the denials, the media frenzy, it's intense.
Totally. And it's going to get even more intense, I think, as the legal process plays out. The depositions, the discovery, it's going to be a long, drawn-out affair. And who knows what will come out?
It's almost like he's daring them, right? Daring them to take it further, to prove it, which is, I don't know, interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Put up or shut up, basically. But is it a smart move? I mean...
I'm not sure. It's definitely risky, because if they do file criminal charges...
Then it's a whole different ballgame, right? The stakes are much higher.
Exactly. And with Diddy already incarcerated, it just adds another layer of complication to this whole mess.
A colossal mess. And speaking of messy, these photos, right, from the after-party, suddenly appearing now, after all these years? It's suspicious, isn't it?
It's convenient, perhaps, for certain parties. I mean, the timing is very interesting.
Yeah? And the J-Lo and Diddy photo? The apparent argument? People are reading into that, big time.
Oh, I know. Everyone's trying to connect the dots, create a narrative. But do we actually know what they were arguing about? Do we have any context?
Not really. It's all speculation, right? Conjecture. We're looking at a snapshot in time, a frozen moment, and filling in the blanks ourselves.
Which is dangerous, isn't it? I mean, we could be completely misinterpreting the whole thing. They could have been arguing about anything.
Exactly. The catering, the music, who knows? But it's easy to jump to conclusions, isn't it? Especially with everything else that's going on.
Oh, totally. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire. It just fuels the speculation, the drama.
And the media loves drama, right? They're eating this up, every little detail, every nuance, analyzing every pixel of those photos.
It's a frenzy, a feeding frenzy. And it's hard to stay objective, isn't it, when you're bombarded with all this information, all this noise.
It is. It's almost impossible. And that's why it's so important to be careful, right? To wait for the facts, to let the legal process play out.
It's wild, right? The photos, J-Lo and Diddy, it's like adding fuel to an already raging fire.
Totally. And everyone's playing detective online, right? Trying to decipher these photos. Like they hold the key to, I don't know, the entire mystery.
Yeah. Like enhance, zoom in. What's that in the background? It's a bit much, isn't it? Still much.
It is. And I mean, we have to remember no direct link has been established, right? Between these photos and the alleged assault.
Right. J-Lo being there with Diddy. It's circumstantial. Purely circumstantial.
Exactly. She was at the party. The alleged assault happened at the party. But does that mean anything? Not necessarily.
No. And people are jumping to conclusions, aren't they? Creating narratives, filling in the blanks.
Oh, absolutely. And it's dangerous, right? We could be totally misinterpreting the whole thing. The photos, they're just snapshots, frozen moments. We don't have the full context.
We don't. And it's so easy to get caught up in the drama, the speculation, especially online.
Totally. It's a feeding frenzy. Everyone wants to be the one to crack the case, to to figure it all out.
Yeah, and it's important to remember these are serious allegations. Lives and reputations are on the line. We need to be careful.
100%. Innocent until proven guilty. Always. And as the narrator said, these are just allegations. At this stage, we have to let the legal process play out.
It's wild, isn't it? This whole saga. The photos, the accusations, it's all just exploding.
Yeah, it's a real firestorm, right? And the photos, they're like throwing gasoline on it. Everyone's analyzing them, dissecting them.
Oh, I know. It's like a forensic investigation online. Zoom in, enhance. What's that in the background? It's a lot.
It is, and we have to remember no direct link has been established, right, between the photos and the alleged assault.
Right. J-Lo being there with Diddy, it's circumstantial, purely circumstantial. It doesn't prove anything.
Exactly. She was at the party. The alleged assault happened at the party. But so what? Lots of people were at the party. It doesn't automatically connect her to what allegedly happened.
No. And people are creating these narratives, filling in the blanks. It's dangerous territory.
Totally. We could be completely misinterpreting the whole thing. Those photos, they're just snapshots, frozen moments. We don't have the full story.
And that's what the narrator's saying, right? We need to separate speculation from proven facts, which is so hard in this social media age.
It is. Everyone wants to be a detective. Everyone wants to solve the mystery, but we need to let the legal process do its thing.
Exactly. Innocent until proven guilty. That's the cornerstone of our legal system, and we have to remember that, especially in a case like this.
100%. And, with Diddy already incarcerated, it casts a long shadow, doesn't it, over everything.
It does. It makes it harder to ignore the other allegations, even if they are separate incidents spanning different years.
Right. It creates this narrative, this pattern, and that's concerning.
Very concerning. And for Jay-Z, I mean, he's maintaining his innocence vehemently, but being dragged into this 2000 case, again, it's not good.
Not good at all. And like the narrator said, these are just allegations. At this point, we have to let the legal process play out. But the sheer number of accusations against Diddy, the gravity of the claims against both men, it warrants serious attention.
It's just mind-blowing, isn't it? The whole thing. I mean, the accusations, the photos, the denials, it's a lot to process.
It is a lot to process. And the online frenzy, everyone's a detective now, right? Analyzing every pixel of those photos, trying to, I don't know, solve the case.
Exactly. Like enhance, zoom in. What's that in the background? It's a bit much, isn't it? Bit much.
It is. And it's dangerous too. We're talking about serious allegations here. Lives and reputations are on the line. We need to step back, maybe, let the legal process do its thing.
Right? I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? Innocent until proven guilty. That's the foundation of our legal system.
Exactly. And, with Diddy already incarcerated, it creates this cloud, doesn't it, over everything. It makes it harder to view the other accusations in isolation.
Oh, for sure. It casts a long shadow. Even if those other incidents are separate, unrelated, it creates this narrative, right? This pattern.
It does. And that's concerning. Very concerning.
Totally. And for Jay-Z, I mean, he's maintaining his innocence vehemently, but being dragged into this 2000 case, again, it's not a good look.
No, it's not. Not at all. And look, the narrator is right. These are just allegations at this point. We have to let the legal process play out. But the sheer number of accusations against Diddy, the gravity of the claims against both men, it warrants serious attention.
It does. And we will be paying attention right here on Trending Today. We'll continue to follow this developing story and provide updates as they become available. But for now, we need to be careful, right, with the speculation, the conjecture.
Absolutely. Let's let the legal system do its job. Determine culpability. Focusing solely on speculation and online chatter does a disservice to everyone involved, especially the alleged victim.
100%. Okay, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Trending Today. Catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
See you all tomorrow.